Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. This your boy Town Biz. All right, check this out. You know what? I wanted to do a video in regards to, Dame Dollar. They pretty much didn't shut him down for the season. And pretty much I'm in agreement with that. I'm okay with that to a certain degree. I'm going to say this, and this is just real talk. It's time for Damian Lillard to move on from the Portland Trail Blazers. At the end of the day, the Portland Trail Blazers it's just difficult, to get people to come play in places like Portland now. Everybody want to play in big markets now for the most part. And the NBA is going to have a real discussion the next time the collective bargain agreement comes around. I know the media deal is gonna, the new media deal will go into negotiations, I think, into the 2024-25 season, or maybe after this season. But nevertheless, I'm just looking at Damian Lillard's career, 19,000 points scored. So Damian Lillard will cross the 20,000 point mark next year. And Damian Lillard to me is a Hall of Fame caliber player. He's always been an MVP discussion pretty much throughout his career. But the problem is when you play in a league with LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and now Giannis, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to crack the surface. And even, basically Jokic, him as well, because he's won it back to back. So unfortunately for Damian Lillard, he came in the league, he had to play with, Tim Duncan as Tim Duncan, and, the Spurs were ending their run. Then you saw, basically you saw the emergence of the Golden State Warriors, and then, other teams along the way. Then you saw, the Raptors sneak one in. So, it just was hard, for him to basically stand out. But he's had his moments where he's played really good basketball and showed people that he is a top NBA player. He's always been, at least as long as he's been in the league, he's always been at least in the top 10, top 15, worst case scenario, top 20 discussion. And Damian Lillard, always worked hard. He always had a good work ethic. Basically what happened was, he transferred to Oakland High when he was playing, I think he was playing high school basketball in Alameda, I think, but he wasn't getting no PT. So basically he transferred to Oakland High, and basically he started getting, some playing time. And then he went to a small college in Oregon called Weber State, and he was drafted very high in the NBA draft in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. And he planned out. He became a very good player, multi-time All-Star. You can make a argument that, he's a Hall of Fame caliber player. But I do think Damian Lillard needs to go somewhere where he can have a chance to win a championship, or at least be able to compete for one. Because if Damian Lillard can finish his career with a championship ring, he's pretty much a lock to get into the Hall of Fame. And I want him to end his career with a ring like some of the other great point guards that came out of Oakland, Gary Payton and Jason Kidd. Both of them won championships, but it was, at the tail end of their careers. But they both went into the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. Gary Payton was an exceptional basketball player, and Jason Kidd was too. Jason Kidd wasn't the scorer that Gary Payton was, but he was a great decision maker, and he had great vision on the court. And for the people that was trying to compare, Lonzo Ball to Jason Kidd, don't make me laugh. But nevertheless, I do think Damian Lillard needs to kick back and see what his next move is going to be, because at the end of the day, he's still in his, in his early 30s, and I just think now it's time to start thinking, hey, ring. Go to a team where you can contribute to winning a ring. So I can think of a lot of, places where he can go and have a chance to compete for a ring, So that's all I'm saying. If he asks for a trade, even though he, went in on the super teams and all that kind of stuff, I don't see him being a hypocrite. I just see him changing his mind. Because like I said, he's gave 11 years of his career to the Portland Trail Blazers. It's just a team that's not going nowhere. It's just hard to get top tier free agents to come to those type of places and play. Now you can get lucky in the draft and all that stuff and, draft players and then have like what you call a win now team before free agency hits. But you just got to keep it a buck. Let me know what you guys think. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.